Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Or just Happy Sunday, depending on what your preferences are. I just want to extend my greetings to you on this beautiful day. It's kind of later in the day, and I've had a really, really quiet kind of day today. This is my first Christmas on this planet in all these decades that I've been fortunate enough to be here, that my mother isn't here to celebrate Christmas with. And frankly, to me, my mother is Christmas. My mother is home. Over the years, I remember so many times growing up with very, very limited financial resources. And my mom would say, listen, this year, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to do very, very, very little. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, that works for me because I was broke. And yeah, just growing up kind of like that. But I was working and I could get presents. I just couldn't get a whole lot or anything too crazy. And well, then it came time to unwrap the presents, and oh, she'd say, son, here, this one's for you. I'm like, okay. And it'd be all kinds of clothes. And I'm like, well, thank you. You outdid yourself. All right, who's next? And everybody else would go and go and go. And then she'd come back around to me. Hey, I got you this DVD recorder player years ago. And I'm like, I thought, all right. No, I just want it. It's like the latest, greatest. I don't even know if I used that thing. It was so cool, though, but it was just so sweet of her. And then we go make the rounds again. Everybody's opening their presents. And then she's like, oh, this one has your name on it, too. And I'm like, and it's like a towel set, and it's a sheet set. And at this point, I've concluded that her heart is way, way bigger than her bank account, bigger than her wallet. And that was very, very typical, that she would outdo herself with her generous heart in everything. With hugs, kisses, and just, that everything I just said it pales in comparison to the time she would spend in the kitchen, not cooking stuff that was pre-cooked and taking it out of packages. My mother, born and raised in Cairo, Egypt, and trained when she was about 20, and she came to this country trained by a chef because she knew nothing about English and knew nothing about cooking. And she learned a lot. I grew up, my siblings and I, and even eventually for my mom, her grandchildren, everybody got to grow up really eating the best of everything. And always, whenever we would say thank you, she'd say thank God first, and we would. And she'd say, always with love. I made it with love. And you could tell she cooked it with love. And this year has been an interesting year. I'll use the word interesting. I have had mom transition March the 29th. I had my knee basically break June of this year. The surgery was in July. And my big dog, Maji, my Dogo Argentino, passed on December the 2nd. And it was very unexpected because when I got the call back from the hospital and I'd been there for hours, I thought they were going to call me and give me an update of her status, and she was turning the corner and all this. And he said, I just want to tell you she passed away. And then he's like talking, and I'm like in a daze. I'm sure you've been there before. You're like, it feels like you're in a dream. And then I remember I went back and I said, so she's gone? And he said, she's no longer living. And you had to process all of that. What I want to say about all this is this. I'm not making this video to complain about anything. That is the last thing that I'm doing. As a matter of fact, the only thing that'll fix anybody's complaining, whether it's mine or yours or anybody's, is the exact opposite of complaining, is gratitude. Just being grateful for what you do have this year. And it's a cold day in many places, even in Florida. And if you got a roof over your head, you got heat, you got hot water, you got food in your fridge, you got something to drink, you've got someplace to sit and sleep, and you've got breath, you've got the ability to think, then just think the right thoughts. Instead of thinking, why'd this happen to me? Why am I a victim? Why? You're not going to get any answers. Those are what I call endless loop questions. And just say thank you and just be grateful, because it's the only thing that works for me to get back to my happy place 100% of the time, is being grateful. And someone is out there that's hearing this and saying, you don't even know what it's been like. And I probably don't. And the only thing I can say to you is, you're here for a reason. You're here with a purpose. And I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful with you. And I just invite you to just keep stepping into the land of gratitude, into the sea of gratitude, the river, just crossing that river until when you get to the other side of it, you're going to feel joy, because you've been so grateful. Because if you're not grateful for what you have, why would you deserve more? It's just the way it is. And some people are saying, yeah, but I will be more grateful when I have more, Tim. I will be grateful when I have more. And it doesn't work that way. When you are more grateful, then you'll have more. So I'm just grateful for today. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your support all year. I have an amazing, massive, transformational, life transformational, and maybe you're one of the lives that gets transformed by a program that's launching. And that's my year encapsulated. 2023, I've been focusing and leaning toward that, so that this year isn't a repeat. This year coming isn't a repeat of this year that's winding down. And I invite you to do the same. If something's not working for you in your life, change what you're thinking, change what you're feeling. And the feelings in the universe, the things in the universe will conform to your feelings and your thoughts. That's reality. It might sound really far-fetched. You're like, no, I'm going to feel better when everything out here changes. I'm like, but nothing's going to change out here if you don't first change in here and in here. So I'm grateful for you, and I just wanted to drop you a quick video and let you know that wherever you are, I can't even imagine or compare. It's not how it is with your state of loss or pain. Or there's people out here that are hearing me that lost their child, whether recently or long ago, and time doesn't always make everything easier and better. But I will say this. I will say this in closing. My present this year is to see a smile on your face. And it gives me great joy that as part of that present, to put a smile on your face, to take that sad face, to take those tears. And even if the tears are still coming, that they're happy tears. You're crying because you're so grateful. And that's what I do a lot. I cry. I miss my mom. And I find myself crying. And how could I not be grateful for all the love, all the time, all that she left me and everyone in her family, and even other people, many other people. So I'm grateful, and the tears are just from genuinely missing her sweet face in my grill every day. And all I can do, and all I choose to do, is to embody as many of the great qualities of my mother as I possibly can. I don't want to be her. Nobody could duplicate her. She was the most loving person ever, the most generous, compassionate, kind, thoughtful. I can't even hold a candle even to any of those, but I'm going to use those as my standard and shoot as close as I can and live my life every day. And every interaction as high as I can and show up my best self. And I keep being grateful for you showing up, just period. Just even sometimes it's, Tim, you don't even know how hard it is just to show up. I dig it. Just keep showing up better and better for yourself first, and you'll show up better in everything, and everything will show up better in your life. We'll talk about it more as time goes. I've taken way more time of yours on Christmas. If you're still watching this, and I love you even more, thank you so very much. You are a joy, and you are a gift. You're my gift. Thank you. So long for now.